We have driven over 800 kilometers to be here, the food capital of Malaysia, Georgetown, Pinang. We are currently here at Lebuh, Acheh, a designated heritage site chock full of history and old trades. And yet, even in such an old school neighborhood, there's a touch of new school flair. Yes, a keyboard cafe. Click Brew is a hybrid between mechanical keyboards and artisanal coffee. It is the only physical mechanical keyboard shop in Malaysia. But don't take it from me. Take it from the owners themselves. Please introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Joey. I'm the owner or co-founder of Click Brew.
Hi, my name is Erica. I'm the co-founder of Click Brew, and I brew coffee all day, whole day.
What made you guys start this shop?
I guess our main objective or primary objective is to grow the community. We wanted to introduce mechanical keyboard to the public itself, not only to certain groups of people, but to open up to everyone. You can try out every keyboard. I think it's something that you need to before making any purchase, and also introduction to the keyboard itself.
I guess another one is on our passions. We both love coffee, and he loved mechanical keyboards, so I thought we can put these two together.
So why the combination of coffee and keyboards?
Coffee is a good booster, and a good keyboard could inspire you to do a really good job. It's a fun hobby to explore as well into this coffee especially, and also mechanical keyboards.
They are very similar to each other. There is no wrong way or right way of doing things, like your coffee itself. Some people like it black, some people like it with sugar, some people like it with milk. So same with keyboard, some people like clicky, some people like it with linears and tactile. So that's totally up to your preference.
So I spotted something really cool in their store. It's an antique typewriter. Tell me, why do you have this?
This guy is like more than 100 years old. It was built on 1915. Belongs to my dad, and he's a collector for all the typewriters. When we opened up these shops, he thought it's really cool because he wanted a spot for his typewriters. So that's why this typewriter is sitting down here.
This thing still works, right?
It does. It still works. You just have to change the ink, and then you can still type perfectly.
Okay, typing test. Living in Singapore, I'm not really sure about the keyboard hobby space in Malaysia. Is there a lot of interest?
So when we first started, we moved in here. We also live in Singapore for the last almost two decades. We also not too sure. But we kind of saw a lot of people are very active in the online communities, and we wanted to try it out. This is our third week in. It surprises every day when people walk in with their keyboards like this one. They're so excited when they walk in with the keyboards and open up the keyboards and share with us. This is kind of the goal that we try to achieve here. Not just us offering this space, but the community come in and share the knowledge and ideas as well with us. This is the most important part. When you open up your space, people will come in, they feel welcomed, and the more they give back to this entire space.
This coffee is great.
Good, huh? You better learn to make so we can serve some in Mecca too.
Fuck lah. I think the apron is more. I look so stupid. What do I do with this?
Put it in the grinder.
Put it in the grinder, okay.
That's it.
That's cool. This is automatic.
Okay, then take the temper.
Do I need to push the
Yeah,
grounds?
push the grounds in, have it down. This
Where the thing?
okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I think now, you start releasing water.
Yeah, put a cup under.
Oh yeah, okay. That's actually a good idea. Okay, and then
Yes.
I heard it's what, 5 seconds, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that's your espresso.
Oh, that's pretty easy. I think I can do it.
Do the milk to this, just right below the spout.
Just right below this.
Release some of the water to come out first. Let it rest slightly above the milk.
Okay.
Shake that all the way. Okay, feel the temperature.
Okay.
Hold it until you feel like it's shifting where your hand is almost.
Is there a specific way to pour?
You can hold the glass like this,
Okay.
and your pitcher like this.
Mm-hmm.
Let it swirl, let the foam mix with the milk.
Mm-hmm.
From top, you put it down, and then you go swirl.
Swirl.
And then come to 2/3 of full of the glass, and then you pull it to the back. You should be able to get a height. Go.
So I need to swirl this. Okay. So I swirled it.
From top high,
Okay.
all the milk in.
2/3, you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then lower the jug a bit. lower the chunk a bit more.
How do I lower it more? There's no heart. This looks like a sad person.
That's heartbroken.
Okay, yes, perfect.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Slowly.
Oh, okay. This is obviously my work. Try it. Let me try it. Yeah, exactly what she told me about the milk part. Tastes like coffee. Mission success. First stepping into this space, I was really impressed by how beautiful this place looks. Do you have any last words to say to attract more people to come here?
Do come over, check out the keyboards that we have around, try out new switches, new keycaps that we have. You're more than welcome to bring your own keyboard. If you have any issues, do look up for us as well.
And it's not just keyboard, I want to say. There's also coffee part of it as well. So we do a lot of workshops. We do open up our coffee bars. You can see fully transparent on what our workflows behind the bar. That's also our intention to share with everybody, from roastings to brewing, and enjoy a cup of coffee while you're talking about keyboards with your communities.
From what I understand, this internal drum spins, and then you put the beans in, and you know the fire roasts the beans. Something.
Fire roast the beans.
How do we load this magical thing?
Right, so this one, you need a weighing scale,
There's some fancy weighing scale.
and you need to weigh 100 grams. So let's do Colombia.
What temperature are we roasting this at?
We will roast at 160. We need to let the roaster heat up to 200 degrees because we want the drums to have enough heat.
Latent heat to...
Yes,
Okay.
and then we will lower the temperature again to 160.
Okay. It doesn't actually smell very much like coffee, you know, the green beans. It reminds me of a cow farm I visited. I don't know if this seems being serious.
Yeah, I totally agree.
What do these doors do? Like, what's the top one, the bottom one?
And this is where you charge your bins. This is where you release the bins when it's done.
Okay,
That's it.
okay.
And then this is for the airways. If you want more airs to go in,
That also changes
Yes.
the roasting process?
correct. 160, so you put it in.
See the beans in here.
As a roaster, you want to constantly check your bins.
Okay.
Make sure it's actually getting to the right colors. So you also look at the colors now. It's turning to green to a bit yellowish,
Yeah.
and then you can smell the breads. Next stage is the caramelization.
So this stage is what we're looking at.
So we have just passed it. Now we're going to the caramelization.
I can see why this is like therapeutic, because the smell is really nice. Yeah, so I guess, you know, we can stand here and smell the beans.
So now the next stage we're going into is first crack. You'll hear the crack of the bin. That means all the water has exited the bin, the CO2 in it, and then you explode the bins, right? And then it bursts. That's why you hear the popcorn sound. So when you hit that stage, it's up to the roasters. If you want light roast, you release the beans now. If you want go for medium roast, you wait for 1 minute. Okay, now I want to slower it more. Open up all the air gates, and then I go to the lowest temperature, the fire. So oil. Now you can look at, is it consistently roast? You know, is it equal? Now you start monitor the bin. Since we say we want a medium dark roast, so we wait for maybe 5 more degrees. At about 8 minutes, then we can release the bins out.
I think it's a very, very interesting process. We got to see the entire artisanal process from roasting the beans to brewing the coffee. You can see how much effort went into, you know, a simple cup of espresso. I think that's, you know, something to be looked up to. Not only that, you know, come check out their keyboards. I think the other owner is really enthusiastic about that. Do drop by when you're free. We drove up here from Singapore, so no excuse for you not to fly in either. Yes.